Hey, Cyber Dragon here. So, I will be finishing up the Deoxys series in the next part. That is the first news I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm not gonna continue even after season 5 comes out because I'm kind of lost some inspiration for it. Kind of like the Star-Lord one, but I will continue Star-Lord even after season 5 if you guys want. If not, comment down below, tell me that. And if I don't get an answer, I'll most likely just finish up Star-Lord 2. Finish it. And, but yeah, so that I have at least two less what ifs to, do after season 5 comes out. Because after season 5 comes out, I'm gonna continue Sub-Zero, Taskmaster, and any other what ifs I might have finished after season 5 comes out. So yeah. So if I could get a little less what ifs to do after season 5 officially comes out, then that would be great. But yeah, so anyways, the last part we left off, Deku and Toga met up. They started to date, and how they date is causing mass carnage. So any romantic type stuff you see couples doing in movies and TV shows like that, that's what they do, but involving carnage. So yeah. And Koregi's been watching them two for a while now. And those two don't really have an official place to live. They kind of just take a hotel room whenever they want, wherever they want, and kill whoever's inside there. Like an occupied hotel room space. And just kill them. Also, I don't know if you guys want me to do this or not, but do you want me to give Deku the ability when he eats anyone, he can take their quirks? Of them. Alter them into his DNA. If you guys want me to do that too, comment down below. I figured I would ask before making him overpowered as fuck. But yeah, so. Yeah, but over these few months, Bakugo's been training with All Might, and I'm gonna say Deku did see Bakugo and All Might while he was just walking by, training. He's curious on what are those two doing, so he sprouts out a tendril to eavesdrop. Just making it slither around to where the trash, all over where the trash is at, so he doesn't get spotted. And what he hears is this: young Bakugo, your body's, in another 2 months, your body will be perfect vessel for One for All. One for All? What is that? And he's, thanks All Might, but so should I do some of my quirk training? After you get One for All, we need to see how it will affect your quirk after all. So we don't want to train that specifically. Plus, you do need to train your body a bit more. There will be some cases when your quirk won't be enough, and that you have to rely on skill. And I understand All Might. Also, have you heard any news about Izuku? Unfortunately, not young Bakugo. I'm gonna say it's been 5 months now. So they're at the halfway point of the training. And this was 3 months ago since Toga and Deku met. So, and yeah, so that's the timeline. So they're definitely at the halfway point when where the entrance exam would be at. And not yet, young Bakugo, but I'm still looking for him. I have a feeling soon enough we will find him. I hope so. I want to tell him everything I'm sorry for. Just that I regret it all. I know, young Bakugo. Trust me, I want to apologize to him too. But for now, you need to focus on your training. I'll focus on fighting him. And once I find him, we both can apologize to him at the same time. Alright, All Might. And Deku is thinking, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna wreck their world after I show them what I am. It's what they created. So Deku retrieves the tendril and starts to walk off. Bakugo and All Might didn't notice him from a far distance, so they didn't pay him any mind. And a week later, as Deku and Toga on one of quote-unquote dates, then swinging away, and when they land on a rooftop, so it's fuck on, bit of muscle pain in my arm. That did not help, but alright. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. So, as they are laying on the rooftop, they hear someone say, "Hello there." As they turn around, like, "Who the hell are you?" So, and I better talk quickly. I'm still a little hungry after all that carnage I just caused. And, pay me no mind. I'm just here to invite you to my boss leader's organization. What is your organization? And if it doesn't sound interesting, I might eat you up right here, right now. I am from the League of Villains. My master would wish to talk to you, too. Say, League of Villains, you say? This might actually bring me more fun to do. Alright, I'll talk to your boss, and if I don't like what I hear, well, me and my darling over here will just, cause some carnage on all of you guys and your leader. So, yeah, very well then. Right this way. He opens up a portal, and both Deku and Toga walks in. And they walk into a bar. They're like, not bad already. I'll take a drink, if you don't mind. Very well. And as he walks to the stool next to Shigaraki, like, so, you're the leader of this place, I assume? Like, yes and no. My master is, well, not here at the moment, but I run the show. So, like, oh, okay, so he is your master, but you still run this little organization of yours here. Yeah, it's somewhat. Like, so, I heard you got an offer from me and my darling over here, Toga. What is this offer? So, I've been watching you, and I gotta say, I like what I see. You caused this whole society already to start to crumble because of the amounts of carnage you two have caused. And I'm happy to say that I think you'd be perfect fit for the League. Powerful and such blood crazy. That's us, alright. So, but what can you offer both of us? More carnage than you can even stomach. He laughed a bit. There's no amount of carnage I can't stomach. Since of that so-called symbol of peace that has caused me to almost commit suicide. I've been try to commit suicide. I've been blood crazy ever since. As All For One heard this, like, from a monitor, and Koge and Shigaraki has too. All of them are curious, like, what do you mean, try to commit suicide? Because of him. Oh, let me tell you a little story. So, I was born quirkless. All my life, I wanted to be a hero. When I got the news I was quirkless, I was devastated. And I was bullied, mocked, and for all my life, driving me to almost a breaking point. But I kept my head held high, thinking I can be a hero. One day, I met my idol, All Might, and once he saved me. As he was about to jump away, I clung to his leg as he jumped, landing on top of a building. Then I asked him, can I be a hero? But after I asked that, I noticed he was deflated, you might call it. Oh? Yeah. Apparently he suffered a great wound from this major villain 5 years ago. And he told me I couldn't be a hero. After I heard those words, I broke. Decided to kill myself. And I did jump off the same building we landed off of. There was an attack during that time. I'm betting All Might ran to it straight away. And after I tried to commit my suicide, I failed at that attempt. But something happened. This little red and black substance climbed onto me. And he called himself Carnage. And me and Carnage have been together ever since. Me causing absolute carnage together. Wait. So this isn't a quirk? Nope. As Carnage appears out of Deku's shoulder, and like, that's me. I'm the little, not quirked thing. I'm a symbiote, you would say. I bonded to this kid because he's an ideal host, and I saw we could have fun together. As all of them have freaked out a bit. Toga isn't. And All For One is curious. As he finally talked, so, you've met the symbol of peace at his weakest state. So, did you learn any of other secrets of his? Oh, so the big boss is finally talking. I was wondering how long until you started to. Well, now that you mentioned it, I heard this talk of him training this one kid. My ex-friend, Kachan. Or, as everyone knows him as, Koski Bakugo. Apparently, he was training on the beach, and All Might then said, your body's almost ready for One For All. Another month or two, and you'll get it. As All For One, so he's finally found a successor. And apparently, you know the successor. This might actually work better. Yeah, I'm curious on what One For All is, but honestly, I don't care. I'm honestly just wanting to cause more carnage. So, you're not after for revenge at all? Nope. My very existence is now just causing absolute carnage. Now, with people I deem fun to have with. Togi here is one of those people. I haven't met many others, but other big tier villains I've met who can cause some great carnage. And I would definitely love to kill that smiling clown All Might. And just drawing his guts around his neck. Or whatever remains of his organs. And Shigaraki smiled at us like, you're in, definitely. So, our goal is to kill All Might and to cause chaos. Or you would carnage to the hero society. And Deku smiles at it like, oh, well then, where do I sign up? And Toga said, I want to sign up too. If my Zuko here is doing it, then I'm going to do it with him. He said, thank you, Toga. So, anything for you, Carney. And yeah, she will say the Zuko Carney, or Carnage. Any nickname she deems to give him at the moment. Just because. And it's good, but we need you to lay low for a while. You can kill people on the dark alleyways and such, but no big mass genocides of it now. Oh, why not? We want the heroes to drop their guard a bit. And if we can make them drop their guard, then we can kill the simple piece a lot quicker and faster, so we can cause mass genocide. So you can cause your mass genocide throughout the world, and help crumble this hero society. Fine. But I might tell you that I need to at least eat some people every now and again, so that Carnage here can survive. Otherwise, if you don't mind, me and Toga will stay here with you guys. Sounds fair? Then fine. And one more thing. Izuku, was it? Yeah, but let's go by my code name / new name. Carnage. Fine. Carnage. We need you to take the UA entrance exams. Why? To scout out the competition. To see if there was any problematic pieces on the board. Fair enough. Plus, I get to scout out who I can kill at this so-called attack, so this will be fun. 5 months go by. It's the day of the entrance exam. The news that Carnage and Toga has been missing, off the streets for 5 months has been happening. The news said we can finally take a breather from this mass genocide these two have been causing ever since. Although there's still disappearance of people out throughout the cities, assuming they're all dead. And the people that are missing is no one from UA. So some people have been wondering how come the heroes hasn't caught these two yet, or anything like that. They're having doubts about the Hero Society. And All Might has been looking for Izuku everywhere, but losing hope. So is Deku. They're about to announce him dead anytime soon now. Actually, they did announce him dead, and Inko is devastated. And she is so devastated, she can't even keep up the rent anymore. So she's living with Mitsuki and Bakugo at the residence, because she doesn't want to be alone at that house anymore. So too many memories, you might say. So and as Bakugo is walking into the gate, he notices someone with red hair and red eyes. And he doesn't think it's Deku, but he's that guy seems familiar somehow. Although he's also wearing a hood too, and a mask to cover his face. It's just a black mask, nothing special. He can only really see the eyes, no actual facial features itself. But there's some red hair poking out, and he is wearing a hood, as said, so. And Deku is trying to hold back from causing this amount of carnage at the moment. He thinks this could have been the perfect time to cause carnage, but he thinks, like, Tomura told me not to. It's annoying that me and Toga can't even go on dates, but I can't even cause a little carnage right now. Oh well. Hey, Carnage, let's hold back. I don't want them to suspect we are Carnage at the moment. If they do, then, well, that could be bad. Already ahead of you, Zuko. So, good. Too bad Toga couldn't come with me. This could have been so much fun, and this could have been a little date of ours. So destroying these robots. Not as good as splattering blood, but still could have been fun for both of us. I know. So, still, feels a little weird for me to be there, by the way. Like a third wheel. So, nah, I think Toga doesn't mind you being part of this relationship, more or less. Besides, you're part of me, so this is technically your relationship, too. I guess. So, yeah. So, as Deku walks in, he notices a girl is about to trip. This is Umaraka. He catches her in time. Whoa, there. You know it's bad to fall on the first... It'd be bad luck to fall on the first day. So, and Umaraka, thank you. So, no problem. He has to come up with a fake name so no one knows it's him. So he just comes up with his little Easter egg, Cletus Cassidy. If you guys know who that is, I'm proud of you. Comment down below if you know who Cletus Cassidy is. If you don't, it's alright, so look in the comments. I'm sure you will find it. Oh, I'm Ochaka Umaraka. It's nice to meet you. So, it's good to meet you too. So, are you a transfer student of sorts? So, I noticed you have an American name. Oh, yeah, despite me looking Japanese, I was born in America. Which is a total fucking lie, obviously. This is just a name of, the lady gave him for outside appearances, so that no one would notice him. Oh, alright. Well, I hope to see you inside. Yep, see you too. And Deku's thinking, she's pretty cute. I wonder if Toga would allow her to be part of our relationship. Having a menage a trois. That's... and, yeah, so... no, it's not, but, crazy people think alike, so... So, when Deku takes the written portion of the exam, he aces it. He's incredibly smart. He gets first place in that. Which, another thing, alright, if he gets first place in the battle portion, he's automatically in. And the reason why Deku's so smart is mostly due to the fact of Carnage. Because both Carnage and him have been studying hard for this. And he actually got a little cheat sheet, actually. I'm just kidding. He got a cheat sheet in him. So, yeah. And, after that, he goes to the auditorium. Which, during that, he doesn't sit next to Bakugo, but he is talking out loud a bit, to himself. Quietly to himself, more or less. People thinking he's muttering. But he's... some people are thinking he's schizophrenic or insane. Then Ida's just... has to be Ida in this. Excuse me, but you guys, if you ain't forgotten about the 0-pointer, then I will be very very disappointed in the school. And you there, the person who's talking to himself with a hood and mask, stop talking or get out of here. You're disturbing everyone. Oh, I'm disturbing everyone. You're here popping up as he is about to explain the 0-pointer. He 4 eyes. Oh, and not to mention. So I'm talking to myself to think of a plan. And no one else seems to be bothered by it, so if you have a problem with it, deal with it yourself or back the fuck off. As he sits back down and Ida's baffled by this. He's about to say something and then President like, alright, you, 4-eye kid. Stop doing that. So, I was about to explain 0-pointer, so he was right. And Ida sits back down, a little upset. And after President explains the 0-pointer, they all go outside. Deku is just sitting on the ground, and just talking out loud. People think he's a bit crazy, but he is, obviously, but he is just talking to Carnage. He said, alright, so, we're not going to use you per se, but I'm still going to use my enhanced strength that I've gotten from you. Not only that, but I may use a tendril or two, to form weapons off of my... Well, no, actually, just to form, weapons they haven't seen me form out in public. So, could you alter them the appearance-wise of sorts? And Carnage said, sure, I can alter their appearance, but after this, we're going back to the old look. Oh, of course. This is just for Chikaraki's plan to scout out competition. And if I get first, then obviously there's no greater competition than me. And he's like, alright, well, I'm gonna head up there. I was about to test about it, so as he's walking up to the front, Ida thinks, oh, he's going to talk to that girl over there, Umaka. And he touches his shoulder. Deku, knowing he was the guy, is like, so it's 4 eyes again. Listen, buddy, I don't really have time for you. At most, I'm letting you touch me. I knew you were coming up and staring at me this entire time. What? How? Oh, trust me, buddy, you don't want to know. But why don't you let go before I break some bones? Are you threatening me? Oh, buddy, this is not even me threatening you. Not even hiding his craziness. But he thinks Carnage is like, hey, you need to dial it down a bit. I know that seems weird to dial it down, but we have to for that hands guy. Fine. But I'm just kidding, buddy. Look, I'm not even wanting to talk at the moment. I'm just heading to the front. And you're like, no, you're not. You're trying to talk to that girl. Oh, what girl? There's plenty of boys and girls here. I don't even see what girl you're talking about. The one with the brunette hair. It's oh, the girl I helped out front earlier? Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't going to talk to her, but if you point her out, I might talk to her real quick. Hell you are. I hate when these types of guys are here. And he shows him aside and walks to the front. And Ida about to run after him. So until the door starts to open. And Deku thinks, alright, test time. He jumps forward above everyone with an incredible athleticism and starts to run with crazy amount of speed. And Ida, hey, that kid is cheating. He should be disqualified. President Maya, what are you waiting for? Follow that kid's example. Go! And they run. So, as Deku gets to a huge plethora of robots, he's like, alright, time to let loose a little. As he starts to smashing them, grabbing at them and throwing them out of the robots, punching through them, and kicking them. Even forming some small-ish weapons, too. Weapons that doesn't look like Carnage's weapons on the air, because they seen what they look like exactly. But he forms, like, a small sword on his wrist. Nothing too crazy, just 2 small swords. And people, and the teachers are seeing this, like, oh, so this guy has super strength and apparently 2 weapons formed from his hands. What is his quirk exactly? They pull his name up and say Cletus Cassidy. Quirk, super strength, and weapon augmentation. Can make weapons from his hands. And that's what he's doing. So, oh, okay. So he has 2 quirks. And Deku is just laughing maniacally, but this is so fun. But it's not the same as cutting up some people. He doesn't say that part out loud. He said that part in his mind. But it would be more fun if Toga was here with me. Oh well. As time goes on, he's in first place. I'm going to say with 150 points. He doesn't really get rescue points more. I mean, he does, but out of accident. So the rescue points is like 60. He has 210. As the 0 point comes down, and Deku grins like, finally, some carnage we can cause. And they notice Umaraka is trapped underneath some rubble. Like, oh no, the menage a trois won't happen without her. So let's better save her. I bet Toga would love to add her to our little relationship. And Deku bolts it, jump to Umaraka, lifting the rubble up and say, you okay? And Umaraka, yeah, thank you. So, can you walk? Like, no, I can't. My ankle is sprained. So, alright, grab a rebar pipe, bend a pipe, and here, use this to walk out of here. I'll distract this guy. Wait, you're gonna fight this robot? Like, yeah. I've been looking for some fun anyway, so. And so see ya. He jumps and creating 2 swords out of his hand. So, cutting a hole into the robot. And as soon as he's inside, like, alright, Carnage, let's let loose now. And he transforms into full Carnage mode. Since even no one can see him inside the robot, they just hear him crashing metal and some metal being cut up. And when Deku reaches the top, he cuts open a hole. He de-transforms and jumps out. As then the robot starts to explode after all the destruction it caused inside. Slashing it with the tendrils, slicing and dicing everything in sight to lead up to the head, of course. And Deku jumps off. And people think he's crazy. Obviously he is. As the robot explodes behind him, he's laughing maniacally. As he's getting close to a building, he uses one of his sword hands and cuts into it, making the fall descent slower. So he landed perfectly, and the robot behind him is destroyed. And you might be wondering, why didn't Deku just take on the fall itself? Because he wants to keep his regeneration more or less a secret at the moment. If he's shown to have regeneration too, that means his files is obviously false. I mean, he had more one quirk. So yeah. As such, after that, he is announced he passed with flying colors, having 270 points. Well, 250 actually. I'm gonna say because he got some points subtracted because how villainous he seemed, but he still did excellent enough. So yeah. And yeah, so and that entire time no one saw his face. He only could see the top part of his eyes, really. And that's it, really. Just the bit of the hair and his eyes. Seeing is like a crimson red color. Or a bright red color, too. Kind of like how Carnage is, but still. How far is this video? Okay, so after that, he gets stopped and says, "Young man, you have passed with flying colors. Not only did you get first in the entrance exam by the written portion, but in the battle portion too. We welcome you to your Hero Academia." No thanks. And what? So, yeah, I just did this for fun. So, you guys all have fun. So, but wait, so don't you want to be a hero? It's like, not really. So, I just figured I would just see the future heroes. And I'm sorely just, saddened to see the state of these heroes will become. Oh, I don't want to be part of bringing Hero Society down like that. I'll just be a sideliner. So yeah, is there any way we can change your mind? Nope. Goodbye. And they're baffled by this. He just did this for fun and show food and power. And yeah. Bakugo did get second. And he's not mad per se, but after hearing that, he's like, this guy doesn't even want to be a hero. So why did he do this? He just did this all for fun, even though me and Izuku want to be heroes for all our life like this? That guy just rubs me the wrong way, but at the same time, he has something familiar about him. And I can't put it why. Whatever. As long as I don't see him, then that's good for me. And, yeah, after that, Deku heads back to the League's place. Like, I'm back! Oh, hello then, Izuku. Or Carnage. And Toga runs up, hugging him like, I missed you so much, Carney. So, how was it, by the way? So, it was fun, but it wasn't as fun if it wasn't without you. Aw, thank you. Oh, by the way, I think I found someone to add to our little relationship group. Oh, who? This brunette hair girl named Uchaku Muraka. Oh, speaking of which, Shikaraki, I got some information for you about some interesting quirks that most likely will be in the UA course. The hero course. Oh, who? Few people in Pacific. Katsuki Bakugo, explosions. We already knew that one, but Uchaku Muraka. It says 0 gravity, 10-year Ida, boosters, or engines, and Kirishima, Ijiro Kirishima, hardening. And then he goes on to say, because I didn't really see any other names of the 1A students up there other than those few students, so that I noticed. So if I'm missing any of the names that was on the leaderboard like that, then yeah, but otherwise, He should mention any other people he saw that could be potential in 1A and 1B. Good. And the reason why he knows all of this, mostly due to the fact of Carnage. He mostly analyzed everything around him while Deku was having the time of his life. So yeah. Now then, we'll wait until a month or two. I don't know how long the actual attack happened, but I'm gonna say 2 months will happen. And at this time, no Carnage until I said so. Got it? Fine. Can at least me and Toga go out to celebrate the fact that I got first in the entrance exam and denied them? You should have honestly seen the look on their face, the Shigaraki. It was hilarious. So, fine. There's no mass genocide of any kind. So I go on a normal date for once. Fine. So they do. And that is where I'm going to end it. Thank you guys so much. And what will happen next? Will Deku finally reveal himself anytime soon? So, well, All Might and Bakugo and you, how will Bakugo's interaction with 1A be like? And how is Inko? Is she doing any better? Or is she still in the same state as depression? Find out next time with What If Deku was Carnage.